Hello and welcome to Hometown Highlights, and happy Friday the 13th, by the way. For those of you getting too excited for Valentine's Day, it is kind of an eerie holiday right now.
And the weather kind of made Friday the 13th just not a fun one.
That explains a lot of things. The weather definitely changed around our entire show. Our lead game of the week ends up having to be scrapped, but that's okay because we've got a team called the Petoskey Northmen waiting the wings.
Yeah, entering the week, Traverse City West and Alpena tied atop the boys' Big North Conference race, but a Northman upset of the Titans on Tuesday made things a little more interesting as we headed into tonight.
That's right, and an upset win over league-leading Alpena tonight would get them within a game of both the Titans and the Cats. Tyler Pintar, quick layup at the buzzer to end the third quarter. Alpena up 13 at that point, but Aaron Lee, the big man, the layup there, gets them a little closer. Sweet dish here back to Alpena. Pintar to Dylan Host, lays it in. More from Alpena. Brad Stima, hard to stymie him, and he gets the whistle. That puts him back up 40-25. Lee again hits a pretty smooth mid-range jumper here. And we're going to keep an eye on this side of the floor for a reason, because Parker Goodrich, just like a Goodrich candy bar, going to be sneaky and sweet. Steal off the and puts it in. Lays it up and in. 7-point game at that point. But in the end, Alpena wins it 51-36 to say, hey, we're still the top dog in the Big North.
Let's stay in the Big North. TC West mentioned them. 2 losses in league play, still looking in good shape. Starting the first, they're playing Gaylord tonight. Coming out strong. Alex Scott to Zach McGuire, a deep ball, and West is up 4-0 out of the gate. More deep stuff from the Titans. This time, McGuire playing facilitator, hits Connor Lynch in the corner. Triple. Gaylord fighting back, though, on the road. Tough place to play, TC West. Colin Waiters pulls down the board. He's going to kick it out to Sam Rinke for a Blue Devil 3 ball. More Gaylord. Waiters going to dribble into the lane on the wing. Pump fake, number 14, pull up. Hand in his face, but it was too much Titans tonight. Put up 80 on their home court. They win it by 25.
Say that 5 times fast. Too much Titans tonight. Let's go to TC Christian.
Yeah, TC Christian up the road a little bit. Going out of Cherryland Conference play tonight to play Manistee. Second quarter, Sabres up 1, make that 3 off the putback from Blake Solowski. Manistee answers, though. Matthew Simmons, pretty pass down low to Brandon Wick for 2. Here's my prep play of the week nominee. David Bump going coast to coast. A beauty of a dime to Mitchell Larkins. No, it wasn't, but it was still a nice play. And since we're talking about nice passes, Chippewas out in the break, a nice dish down, back to Wick. Another easy deuce. We're tied at 13 later in the second. Still tied. Simmons going to show the fundamentals. He misses, but kids, always follow your shot. Good things happen like that. An offensive board.
Bill Walton would love
yes,
that.
he would, Bill Walton. This one to end the quarter. How about a putback for TC Christian? Grant Maurer right before the half. TC Christian wins it 54-43.
Forest Area, if you haven't heard of them yet, they won 9 of their last 10, including a huge upset over Bel Air. The Warriors are on top, tied with Bel Air of the Ski Valley Conference. On fire right away, Chad Roberts to the cup, then Roberts again dishes out to Preston Leonard, impressing us here at the desk. Hornets, though, heating up as well. And you don't want to mess with a heated-up Hornet. Garrett Robinson, nice finger roll at the basket.
Great.
And then Jared Anderson sending it up. He's got the goggles on. He's got 20/20 vision. Nice shot there by Josh Rabinski. When you need things done, though, you turn to your big fella, and sometimes he's just going to do it himself. Ooh. Austin Vance, still with the theatrics.
Good football player, too.
That's right, and he's a very talented basketball player. Helps Forest Area get a nice 63-30 win tonight over Pellston. Speaking of talented basketball squads, the Lake Michigan boys basketball race, real close between the 4 teams. Elk Rapids amongst them. Playing Kalkaska tonight. Nice move there by Miles Starr below the basket. Kalkaska, though, check out Zach Ingersoll, the putback right in front of the student section. Keeping those guys pumped. Check this out. Shea Summers gets blocked. Gets his own shot and midair turns around.
Court awareness.
Just kind of a 90-degree flip, but you want to talk about amazing. Check that out. Cameron Kavanaugh.
Yeah, my prep play of the week now.
You can do this. I can do this better. Grass is greener on the other side. However you want to phrase it. Back to the Elk. Star finds Dylan Thompson. You know, it's All-Star weekend. I wonder if that played a factor with these guys when they got on the floor. Elks win tonight 66-47. Welcome back to our Friday the 13th edition of Hometown Highlights. And our big game this evening, Spencer was going to go to it. He was all pepped up and excited. Frankfort Glen Lake, leaders in the Northwest Conference boys race, they decided to postpone things.
Yeah, it was rescheduled, but thankfully for me, I got to catch another great Northwest Conference game. That was Buckley and Kingsley. So let's go to the hoops at Kingsley.
I like your style.
Yeah, despite a weather, pretty full gym tonight. You know, we start things in the first. Hand in his face, it really doesn't matter for Stacy Almquist. 3-ball is good. He had 21 on the night, helping Kingsley get out to an 8-0 start. Buckley gets on the board. Freshman Joe Weber, spinneroonie in the lane.
Ooh.
Baby hook
I know somebody
for
would be proud to see
2.
that.
Yeah, more Bears. Denver Cade. Nice look to Malte Malwitz. 2 points for the Bears. Next Kingsley possession, though, more deep ball. This is a very, very long 2 from Javante Rayford.
Is that you calling it?
Yeah, that was me. Kingsley still up 6 later in the first. Buckley showing some range as well. Austin Harris, 3 ball there. Then a great play to end the quarter. 3-pointer is going to go long. Tyler Case is there for the putback, and then you hear the buzzer. Kingsley rides that momentum to a 10-point victory, 63-53 tonight.
Let's see if we can match it up. I think that guy easily matches it up.
Talk about a spin-a-rooney.
I'm calling it 2027 first overall pick in the NBA. You want to talk about good picks. Jamie McFarland drives to the cup for Leland in their game against Sutton's Bay. How about Adam Arroyo, though? He'll do you one better. The big fella going to get his chip to the stripe, and the football players, they still got their pads on from last fall. They had a good season, though. They can't play them. Chris Jasinski then dishes out to Devin Capron, the Cap, hitting the long 3 from the corner. But check this out. Cameron Stowe to Spencer Crimmins. Back to Stowe. Ooh, for a 3. Lightning quick. You got to keep an eye on those inbounds, guys. They're dangerous. Stowe had 23 in this one, but back to the Norseman. Cutting Lars Thornton from Arroyo. And SB wins by 17, 68-51. Let's stay in Leelanau County. Leland specifically visiting Northport, and the Flowers are out in mass. Definitely celebrating Valentine's Day out for the girls' game tonight. Miranda Harrison to Jessica Fleece. 3-0 start for the Comets. Wildcats now. Autumn Huck. Shot goes a little over, but her teammate Yesenia Perez is there for the putback. Back to the Comets, so they're dangerous when they're running. Harrison to Libby Munoz. Just the start of her wicked, wild, crazy night. Then Harrison again. As we said, Munoz was probably coming in a few more times. There she is in the paint. And what a night for Munoz on the stat sheet. 34 points. Leland wins tonight 60-38.
Roscommon and Gladwin meeting up tonight in the Jack Pine Conference. Roscommon at this point trailing the visiting team, the Flying G's. TJ Meringer gets the thick of the paint, fights off 2 defenders, lays it in for the Bucks. More Bucks offense, working it around the perimeter. Michael Trimmel buries the deep ball, still trailing at this point. Here's kind of why. Gladwin at the other end. Jacob Shell going to grab the offensive board, puts it up and in. The Flying G's, all of them. More Gladwin. Tyler Boylan going to kick it to Keegan Hover. He's going to drain that deep, deep 3. Extends the lead to 19. And the G's, they would run away with it. 64-38 the final tonight.